We now know the clubs that make up this year's league phase of the 2025-2026 Europa League. That's right, who of course will be in my top 8 as we predicted each and every one of the games, and we're going to showcase them next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video today. We take a look at the Europa League, my early door predictions, who I think will be top of the league, who I think will be bottom, and of course who I think will have to do some a bit more work, a bit more elbow grease. Well, we'll get into all of that in a minute. Big shout out to the members of the patrons, and again, if you know, where have you been, smash your subscribe, your subscribe for Europa League, Blabbing whoa, football, we're going here, under one Roosey, that's right, gone through them all here, guys, each and every one of the matches through a calculator, and I'm going to give you my predictions from bottom to top, who I think will finish in that top 8, go through to the knockouts, and in that middle pack there, they've got a bit of work to do. So anyway, let's crack on. Not crack out, but crack on. Here we go. A recap of the Europa League. And if you're unfamiliar, I'm going to tell you off the top of my head, with my badge knowledge, who has qualified for this year's Europa League. So here we go. This is, I believe, in alphabetical order. I'm going to start with, okay, we might have missed one here. Basel, Bologna, Sporting Braga, there's Villa, Brann, Celta Vigo, Celtic, matey boys, what are they called? Oh, it's, Hajduk Split or something. Stoy Bucharest, Fenerbahce, Fenerbahce, Final, Genk, Go Ahead Eagles, Lille, Ludogorets Razgrad, Lyon, Maccabi Tel Aviv, Malmo, Midtjylland, Nice, Forest are in there, Panathinaikos are in there, PAOK, we've got Porto, Rangers, Real Betis, Salzburg, we have Belgrade down here, Roma, Freiburg, Sturm Graz, Utrecht, Stuttgart, Victoria Pilsen, and Young Boys Bern. Red Star Belgrade, or they got another name, Slovenia. This one is, I think it's Hajduk Split. Am I right? Or the other one? Zagreb, Dynamo Zagreb. There we go. Bloody hell, it's in the vault. It was in the vault of, and of course, Aston Villa there. So those are the 36 clubs that make up the league. What, of course, are my hopes and dreams for the competition itself? There's no hopes and dreams. I have no feather in my cap for this. So I have no fan favourite. I don't really care who comes through out on top. So I'm going to showcase you my predictions from the bottom of the pile all the way through to top. I'm going to upset a few, but hey, it's the way it is. So here we go. I've done the calculator, done every single game, and here is my gut instinct of what I think will happen in the league phase. So kicking it off, bottom of the pile. These guys are eliminated. Their European adventure will come to a halt, is my understanding. Go Ahead Eagles, just the 1 point coming out of the Dutchlands. Maccabi Tel Aviv, just the 3 points. Goodness gracious me. Malmo out of Sweden, 3 points as well. Utrecht, also out of Eredivisie, 4 points. Brann, just 4 points as well. Victoria Pilsen, their dream is over, 5 points. Sturm Graz pick up 6. Basel with the 7. Another Swiss team there, Young Boys, but also with 7. Bologna out of Syria, with the 9 points. Braga out of Portugal with 9. And Stoy Bucharest with 10. Now, remember, of course, the Europa League is over the course of 8 matches compared to the Conference League that is 6. So this is, it's not good. It's not good, I'm afraid. Surprises in here. Bologna being so far down. Of course, they were in the Champions League last year. This time they've got to settle for Europa League. Of course, the Switzerland teams are not going to be happy with that, are they? Maybe Victoria Pilsen's got a really good home form. They went far last year in at least one of the European competitions. Of course, Braga as well out of Portugal. So, yeah, but you've got to look at the quality that is in this competition. It is stacked, definitely, and we're going to be looking at that in just a second here. But, yeah, at the end of this, I'll give you the odds right now, reverse order of what the bookmakers think. But this is my take. These guys are going to go home pretty much after the 8 games. They can focus on domestic leagues. And unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to them. But the next graphic we will have is the middle pack. Of course, the top 8 of the graphic will, of course, be seeded in the playoffs. The bottom half will be unseeded in the playoffs. Of course, we'll have a slight disadvantage to the others. So here we go. Again, if you're a fan of the clubs, I do apologise if yours does not make the top 8. But here we go. It starts with RB Salzburg, of course, in the Club World Cup earlier in the summer there. They squeak in there, 24th, hanging on there with 10 points. Celtic down there with in 23rd with also 10 points. Stuttgart, Bundesliga, 10 points right there. 21st season, Real Betis with 11. Nice out of Ligue 1, also with 11 points. Fenerbahce out of Turkey with 12. PAOK out of Greece, also picking up the 12 points. 2, 4, 6, 8. We have Dynamo Zagreb squeaking into that, actually in the just missing out on that 16th place, which of course would have guaranteed them a seeded spot in the playoffs. They're also there with 12. And as you see, quite a lot of teams there on 12. With 12 points, guarantees you, I would imagine, a place in this section of the draw here, or the league table. You get 12 points, but if you win half of your games, you're probably going to be safe, or at least going to extend your European adventure another couple of weeks, it looks like. So PAOK, Dynamo Zagreb just being out. We've got Rangers squeaking into that seeded end here, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, just squeaking in. Also Celta Vigo with goal difference coming out to La Liga. Red Star Belgrade with the 13 points. Lille are in there. Fenerbahce, I've been very surprised with how good they are with the 13 points. Genk out of Belgium. We've got Feyenoord up there. Forest also out of the Premier League, just dipping out of the top 8 here. And of course, who knows? Of course, a lot of back talk about potential manager change at Forest. Who knows? They just, as a recording, just lost heavily to a troubled West Ham side. So Forest, 9th in the table, 15 points for them. Surprise maybe in here. I'm looking at it. Real Betis, of course, they are European heavyweights, veterans at this game. Celtic, perhaps, probably have bigger aspirations to be further up the table than this. And Forest, of course, they think they're the bees and fucking knees, don't they? They think they should be in top 8. But I think it's not bad considering the teams that are in that top 8. And we're talking pedigree now. Pedigree, chum. And here they come, right? Here's my top 8. Again, I apologise if your team misses out, but it's the nature of the beast. Again, if you don't see it, or if you're not seeing your club so far, they're in the top 8. That's right. So here we go, in reverse order. Roma squeak in there with 15th place. Panathinaikos all the way up there into 7th. Midtjylland out of Denmark in 6th. Ludogorets Razgrad up there in 5th. Lyon out of France in 4th. Freiburg, Germany, 3rd. Villa in 2nd spot. Top bins, though, it is Porto. Again, 8 games played, 24 points available. I see them there with 20 points. Wow. So that's pretty, some surprises in there. Ludogorets Razgrad, maybe just a fortunate draw, who knows. Maybe Midtjylland, just a tricky side, Midtjylland. Especially at home. Hey, 16 points. 16 points looks like it's the secret ticket. So basically, what we're looking at here, 3, 6, when you win 5 games, you're probably about there. If you win 5 of the 8, you're going to get yourself closer to the mark, which is the top 8. Again, these are just my hot takes right here, right now. What about the bookies? So let's take a little look. Again, I'm going to give it to you in reverse order here. So no chance, Maccabi Tel Aviv, they're at the bottom of the pile. Sturm Graz, also way out of it. Fenerbahce, out of Hungary. I've got them quite high. They're down there. I don't believe it. Red Star Belgrade also got no chance according to these bookies. Malmo, no chance. Stoy Bucharest, no chance. Dynamo Zagreb, no major surprises so far. Go ahead. Eagles, who I do have rock bottom. Ludogorets Razgrad, way out there, so no chance for them. But for me, I have them up at 5th. Genk, they're up there as well. Pinson, Midtjylland, there they are. My surprise package. No chance according to these guys. PAOK, don't have them here. SK Bran, no, I don't have them either. Rangers, Young Boys, Bern, Utrecht, then Panathinaikos. So Panathinaikos just shy mid-table according to these guys. Braga, Salzburg, Celtic, Fenerbahce. I don't see Fenerbahce so far. Feyenoord in my top 8. I don't see them either. They're not on their top 8 either. They got Basel a little bit further up there. Freiburg they have all the way down into 12th, surprising, which weird. Nice. Yeah, they're not up there for me. It's Stuttgart, just outside as well. Lille, no, not for me. Celta Vigo, that is 9th. Actually, 8th place is Celta Vigo. 7th place they have Lyon. I have them in 4th. Forest, they have them in 6th. I have them in 9th. Bologna, of course, I have them way down there. Porto, I have them top bins. They have them in 4th. Betis, they have 3rd. They're nowhere near mine. And then Roma, 2nd for them, and 8th for me. And they have Villa top bins, which is a little, again, I think this is just a UK-based website. But yeah, that's what they think. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Who do you think? Or how do you think the league will pan out? Maybe you want to drop me a comment down there below with your league, or maybe just a top 8. Let me know down below. I look forward to seeing that. But anyway, make sure you come back. We're going to cover the games each and every one. And we've done them from the get-go, from the prelims all the way through to the group now. So let's get going and come back again, big and strong, and we'll have a bit of fun. Until then, subscribe, smash the like. Until then, I am out.